Rockers, we are live with Max. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Gonna have some snacks. Yeah, we're talking a bit about our friend Connie. We're gonna spend some time today remembering Connie. Yes, T-Cal. Raising Cane. Just give me a moment here as I get started. Can everybody hear me okay? Can you hear me now, Tango? Yeah, we had some really sad news this week. Our friend Connie Stewart passed away. Absolutely. We can cry, we can share some wing hugs. We're going to spend some time today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tango's starting us off today. Super chat in memory of Connie. Yeah, my goodness, thank you so much, Tango. So we had some super sad news this week. Our friend Connie passed. And yeah, T-Cal's definitely telling us all about it too. Yeah. So I'm just going to get the clock started with a bit of deep fist. I think that might be what T-Cal wants. Do you like a nanner? Turn around, hon. Turn around. There you go. T-Cal. Come here. Here. Come here. I know. It's so hard to be a bird. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. So we're going to spend a bit of time today talking about our friend Connie. Yeah. And actually, you know, why don't we just start the stream talking about our friends? Just give me a moment here. If you're new here, Connie has been a friend and flock member of ours she has been part of the stream, part of the Max community for many years. And I think most folks here know her. And most folks here definitely loved her. I'm just going to share out. I've got the comments streaming on the screen, and I did that so that we across both communities, Facebook and YouTube, can see our thoughts of Connie. Whoops. Wow, comments are moving a little too fast here. Einstein, Marcia, you're right. Connie was a very sweet lady. You know, and Connie was a fan of Einstein. She was a fan of Max. Oh, you need more snacks, huh? I'm going to have to keep some birdie and snacks here, I think. There you go. There's your banana. There's your banana buddy. Yeah. No, she was definitely a good friend of ours. Very welcoming, absolutely, absolutely. Um, I don't know a single person who has something bad to say about Connie. We knew her. We knew her African Grey Vasco who passed last year. Is that good? You done? Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. Let's see. Well, that was wonderful, Max. I really wanted that on the floor. Mind you, he had a good excuse. He just saw me pull something out of the microwave. I'm just going to get Max a quick snack here because I think that's what he is looking for. Let's see, what do we got? Okay. Max, you hungry, honey? You hungry? Okay. It's still kind of hot, but I'll get it set for you, okay? I know. Yeah, no, we've been pretty upset this week. We learned on, so I'll just back up a little bit. Connie got sick at the end of January. And beginning of February, she wound up in hospital. To protect her privacy, we hadn't said too much. And doctors and everybody were working really hard to help her feel better. On Wednesday, we got the really sad news that Connie's family and the doctors had decided to discontinue treatment and focus on keeping Connie comfortable. It was palliative care. And on Thursday, less than 24 hours later, Connie passed. And I know that's really tough news for many of us. I certainly, right up until Wednesday, I had that hope that Connie was going to recover, that Connie was going to be back, that Connie was going to be her regular self, and we would see Connie, and things would return to normal. I knew Connie both on the stream and outside of the stream, as was the case with some of us. Sue was definitely a really close friend of hers, but I know she was friends with a few others as well. Marcia, Doris, I could name a lot of names. And she talked to you outside the stream. You exchanged messages. She got to know people. And one thing about Connie, she made a huge difference in the lives of people that she knows. So I thought maybe we could share some memories of Connie. Yeah, Pie Girl, we're heartbroken too. And Raising Cain stepped in to help out to moderate. We had a couple of problems a few weeks ago where nobody could catch my attention because I was out front talking to the birds. We had somebody impersonating me. And we really want to make sure that we keep this a positive space. So, those are shoes that are really difficult to fill. Connie was her first mod, and, she definitely is always going to be a special part. Yeah, Connie was definitely a really beautiful, talented woman. And yeah. Actually, I've got a funny story to tell about when Connie became a mod. And that was actually quite funny. Because what happened, we had a spammer on the channel, and I tried to just give them a timeout. And as we all know, sometimes comments stream kind of quickly. And what ended up happening is I clicked on the wrong comment. And I managed to put Connie into a timeout. And I felt terrible about it. And trying to unmute her, and I didn't realize at the time she was only muted for 90 seconds, but trying to unmute her, I managed to make her a mod, and then I talked to her, and she was quite willing to step forward in that role, which was super cool. So that was pretty special. Yeah, absolutely. Tiffany has a really sweet message here. She says, Connie was so sweet. When I lost Joey, she would check in on me to see how I was doing and let me talk to her if I wanted. I tried to do the same for her when she lost Vasco. Yeah, absolutely. No, Connie was one in a million. You know, she was definitely very, very welcoming. You know, she touched a lot of folks. Our friend Julia did some videos on their channel in memory of Connie. So just spotlighting that one. Might be something to check out afterwards. Yeah. You know, so definitely. Yeah, our heart goes out to Connie. You know, she is one in a million. Yeah, I remember when Vasco passed away. Connie was just heartbroken. Vasco was a very, very special African gray parrot, much like Tico, who seems to be hiding right now. It's okay, Tico. Would you like another one? Yeah, okay, you get some. But Vasco was blind, but he was really quite special. And Connie was absolutely heartbroken when Vasco passed. And I know a few have commented that she has spread her wings and gone to join Vasco. But she was heartbroken when Vasco passed. And we did up a video for her, just with some memories of Vasco, some pictures, some videos that she shared over time. You know, and some messages from the flock, just to tell Connie how much Vasco made a difference and how much we cared. We also, and this is something probably most of you don't know, we got a coffee mug made up in memory of Vasco that we sent to Connie. Thought that it was kind of appropriate. So we sent that out to Connie, and, you know, Flock cares for Flock. I mean, we support each other, whether it's words, whether it's deeds. We're all part of the same flock. Yeah, Doris, she absolutely was just a beautiful, beautiful soul and a fabulous artist. Yeah. You know, Connie accepted everybody for who they were. You know, she definitely was very, very welcoming. She was very, very special. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, Tango. A very, very sweet thought. A very sweet thought. But yeah, you know, I thought it would just be appropriate to spend a few minutes talking about Connie because she made such a special, special difference in everybody's life. Yeah, Barbara, her cards were really, really special. The last card that we got from Connie was this one. She made us a Christmas card featuring Vasco and a really sweet message inside, very personalized. But Connie would do things like that. She knew that they would matter. Connie had been thinking about coming out to Canada this summer. She was making plans. She was going to spend some time in Toronto, some time in Calgary, and really just visit with everybody in the flock, which was pretty cool. And we were looking forward to that. Cal, you're being awfully noisy over here, buddy. I know. Whatever. Did you want the rest of that now? No? Well, I don't want it on the floor. Okay. I'm glad that you understood I didn't want it on the floor. There you go, Max. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of really, really sweet notes here and a lot of sweet messages. Yeah, definitely Connie's reunited with Vasco again. Yeah, Greenbird, Connie definitely had a really, really big heart. Yeah. Here's a really sweet message from Linda. Linda says she didn't know Connie very well, but Connie impressed her right off. But Connie was like that. Connie was welcoming to everyone, and everyone who met her definitely knew that, you know, they'd met someone special. Yes, Tango, her absence is definitely tangible. Oh, Julia's made it in. Yeah, Julie's having some issues with Wi-Fi today, and she's got some special thoughts to share about Connie as well. Oh my goodness, Barbara. Barbara just did a super chat in memory of Connie. 1999 US. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah. Yeah. Is that good, Max? Snacks? Yeah. Yeah. So one thing I wanted to do today was just to take a minute in silence, just to think about Connie and remember her. Not sure if T-Cal is going to participate or not, but let's just take a moment. Here. Yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah, we've got some really, really sweet comments here. Now, I've been in contact with one of Connie's close friends, as well as her family, and I'm passing on condolences. But if anybody wants to send a card to the family, you can contact me, and I will pass on information privately. On Facebook, you can send me a private message. If you are on YouTube, I know YouTube does not do a great job of letting folks send messages, so I've just dropped our email into the chat. But yeah, if anybody wants to send a message to the family, you can reach out to me. My goodness, there's something really, really deep. Tango. Lori says, when you're a good person, you don't lose people. They lose you. Yeah, that's really special and deep, folks. Yeah, I think it's definitely hard for folks who knew Connie well. Sue was one of her closest friends, and yeah, I know Sue's just heartbroken over it too. Yeah. Lori Tango makes a really, really good point. We didn't get a chance to say goodbye. And that is definitely a hard part, right? We assume that the people in our lives are going to be there tomorrow. We assume that there's going to be a tomorrow. But none of us got a chance to say goodbye. When Connie was in the hospital, Max sent a video card just to let Connie know that we were thinking about her and send wishes from the entire flock. And we know her friend Anne's was able to play this for Connie in hospital. But at the time, we were wishing her to get better soon. We didn't think we were going to be saying goodbye. But I think that's a really, really important thing. If there's somebody in your life who matters, give them a hug, tell them what you need to tell them. I mean, it's going to sound a bit weird, but tell them often. Tell them how much they matter. Yeah. Yeah. Angie, I think you might be thinking about a different Connie. Connie was from the Netherlands, and I don't think she was a gymnastics coach, so it might be a different Connie that you're thinking about there. The Connie that we know, it was from the Netherlands. She was really, really active on this page. Did you know that one of Connie's favorite sports was dancing? She danced weekly, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we never know what life has in store. I think it's really, really hard when it's sudden, when you don't know that something's going to happen. The week before Connie went to hospital, we were talking about her plans to visit Canada. She was talking about going dancing. She was talking about what she wanted to do when she came to Canada. We were talking about places to stay. And she had no clue that everything was going to change so very, very quickly. And yeah, Barbara, honestly, life changes quickly, and a month is so short. Linda, that is so true. Every day is a gift we shouldn't take for granted.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think sometimes we do take things a bit for granted. We assume that there's going to be a tomorrow. Folks, use the good china.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Keen, she actually did love dancing. Um, Sharon, I actually enjoy dancing as well, so it's something we occasionally would talk about. One online group that I danced with had an open house in January, and Connie joined us for the open house. We just invited her in. It was online on Zoom, and she was able to join us, which was pretty cool. But yeah, so I mean, we got to know her outside of the flock as well. Um, Raising Cane just asks if she wasn't feeling too well before all of this. Really, her only signal that anything was wrong is she had some really, really bad headaches the week before. And then everybody noticed she was disoriented and confused. I mean, it just happens so very, very rapidly. Um, oh, that's super sweet, Anne. If you miss me, I'm in the breeze brushing past your face, the raindrop trickling down your window, and the blooming of a new flower. I am there. I'm never far away, not seen, not heard, but always by you.
Okay.
Absolutely, Aya. News like this, you stop and it makes you appreciate what you have.
Okay. Okay.
Greenbird, so true. I do wish Connie could see how loved and appreciated she was and still is. I know her family, her sister Krista and brother-in-law John have been on Facebook and they've seen some of the comments that folks have left on the post there. I don't know if they've seen the YouTube comments yet, but they will. Like they know, I think on Facebook we had over 300 people telling Connie how much they loved her. I didn't look on YouTube recently, but I think it's probably around 40 comments with people just expressing their condolences. And then obviously today. So that is really, really awesome. I mean, yeah, nobody knows what to expect, right? Nobody knows what the future has to hold.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
My coffee today, I'm drinking out of a Holland mug. And this is a gift that Connie had given me for Christmas. She was always thoughtful about things like that. She did small things. She knew that I had a mug collection, and she thought she'd add one to it. Hey, Max. Yeah, let's get some scritchies. Goodness. Yeah. You mean really quiet and good today? I don't know what Tico's doing. He's playing hide and go squeak. Yeah, Max. Oops, I'm sorry. It's molting season. We got some bad feather days happening today. Yeah. But we're going to have a shower this weekend, Max. We are. Wanted one last week, but you thought you'd play on the bed instead. You showed everybody how much powder a cockatoo has on the dark sheets, didn't you? Goodness, yeah. All right, Max, would you like some Lego to chew? Okay, Tico, how about we pop back up, okay, honey? People are wondering where you are. I know. You dropped your banana. You want your banana? Okay. You wanted another stick of pasta, probably. I know you wanted to order that. Here. Did you drop that? You didn't want it? Why are all the bananas on the floor today? I don't want bouncing. Yeah, Tico in the background there. Yeah, Pie Girl, that's a really, really good point. You know, anybody with large birds, we really do have to make plans for what happens if. You know, a parrot is somebody you have to put in a will. You have to make sure that there's somebody who will care for them. Now, there's a lot of rescues out there, a lot of sanctuaries that can help out, but all of these sanctuaries do work on volunteer dollars as well. And I wanted to talk a little bit about one of the sanctuaries that we know, Magnolia. Magnolia, if you've been following the news, had a huge rescue. Initially, it was thought that there were 80 birds, and it ended up being 90 birds. That's right, 90. 90 birds, including a lot of parrots, were rescued from a pet store where they were being kept in absolute filth, without proper accommodations, without proper food. The police service in, I believe it was Wichita, seized them, and Magnolia stepped in with the Humane Society to take the animals. And Magnolia, of course, specializes in parrots. Now, Magnolia, you might recall a few years ago, they had that terrible, terrible winter storm in Texas. And we did that video for them, and we helped them raise some funds to prepare for the next one. They were able to purchase a generator, build some better buildings, and get far better prepared for that type of inclement weather, which you really don't see in Texas too often. But, you know, they've done a lot of good work. They were, with the influx of birds, they had over 90 birds come into them. They definitely have a lot of expenses. Veterinarian, they had to replace a lot of cages. They're just scrambling. And last week we made a donation to them. We do that. We sometimes support some of the various parrot rescues, and we have a number of different ones that we support. We do silent auctions. We sometimes spotlight them. We sometimes donate. So that's one of the things that we do, and we think of it as supporting a flock. But we did a donation, so if anybody's looking for a good spot to donate to support some birds, Magnolia is really in need right now. But yeah, so I mean, we started this off when we were talking about Pie Girl's comment about what to do with the birds if something happens. And you definitely have to put them in your will. You have to make sure that somebody is able to care for them, that somebody can step in. Yeah, yeah. You know, with Tikel, If anything happens to TKL's people, TKL has a forever home here. TKL is the green Amazon that stays with us occasionally. If something happened to me, there's a couple of people who'd step in for Max, Tico, and take care of them. But it's definitely something that's tough. Assez-vous, so sweet. I've lit a candle for Connie every day since we got the news. Very upset. Yeah, yeah. And Marie notes that Connie was wonderful to talk to. Doris believes that Connie's watching us right now. Absolutely. Yeah, and definitely Barbara. Connie left peacefully. She was being kept comfortable. She was surrounded by family and friends. She was in good hands. Yeah. I shared a picture that was sent to me from her family, and I shared this on both Facebook and YouTube. It's in the community tab on YouTube, with her family just thanking everybody for all of the thoughts and condolences that they've been receiving. It's been pretty cool for them, pretty impressive that they've had so many people thinking about them. Yeah, yeah. So they've definitely appreciated that. Tango, we already had some eggs in Connie's memory. My goodness. Yes. Tiffany, Connie is an example of how one person can make such an impact on anyone's life, even if you weren't able to meet in person. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, some really, really wonderful thoughts here in the comments. People thinking about our friend Connie. Absolutely, absolutely. So, Max, do you want to play some games? Do you want to have a little bit of fun time? You've been so good and patient today. So I'm going to leave the comments running here. Oh, yeah, Raising Cane. I can't understand myself what happened in Wichita. Honestly, heartbreaking. Um, yeah, I'm just going to scroll here. Yeah, wow, so many comments, so many comments. So, Max, you want to play a game of catch? You want to play a game? You want to play some catching? Hey, Max, you want to play catch? Oops. Oh, and before we play that, we're going to flip that over. Yeah, there we go. Oops, you going to catch? That's right. Toss. What? You don't want to catch this one? Really? What about the blue one? You're just on the mood, hon. Thank you. Here. Here. Catch. Yeah. Catch. Catch. Oopsies. Now we're in the mood. Ooh, good job. You almost hit me with that one, though. I know. Good job. Oh, it's okay, Tico. I know. Did Max almost hit you? Tico's taking shelter. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good. That one's noisy. Good job. You notice Max is actually tossing right back to me today. This is his newest trick. He's learned how to play catch with me. This is apparently the piece he wants to play with today. It's got a good weight. Flies where he wants it to fly. Yeah. Here. Here. You want to catch? Woo! That one got caught. Here, one more, okay? One more exchange. Toss it properly so I can catch it, eh? There, good job. Want that one? All right, good job, Max. Yeah. Bananas are not supposed to fly. I know you think they're supposed to, but they're not. Would you like to have a chew on some Lego? Would you like it if I took the Lego apart for you? All right, that's a good piece. Oh, hey, Max. What happened? Here. Yeah, that's a nice, good piece to chew. I know. I know. Good job, Max. Good job. All right, buddy. That was a fun game. Hi, Henry. Oh, another really beautiful thought here from Tango. In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Max is not really in a super playful mood today, but he did want to have a game of catch. Yeah, Tico's playing a little bit shy right now. Tico, how about we say goodbye and I'll bring you out Tico. Do you think Tico wants to come for a visit? Yeah? There you go, Tico. You gonna say goodbye? We're gonna go see Tico. Good job. Good job. I know, Tico. You're just, yeah, you've got one thing on your mind. I know you do, buddy. I know you do. There you go. Step, step. I know. Tico. Come on. Come on. Oh, boy. Awesome. So we're going to bring Tico out. Here's Tico. Oh, we're not going to snap at Max. No, we're not, honey. Here you go. Tico, did you want some banana? Somebody dropped a banana. No? Okay. Oh, Max. You are a mess with that big mulch you're going through, honey. Look at all those new feathers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one right on top. You're having a bad feather day. Yeah. You are, honey. You are. I know. You stand tall, hon? Yeah. You don't want to get that one on the front of your head. You do. Okay. Yeah, Max does not want me going after the feather on the top of his head right now. Trying to get in there, and he keeps saying no, which is okay. I mean, it's up to him. Oh, I'm sorry, Tico. Did I startle you? Yeah. Good scritchies. Yeah. Good scritchies. Max is telling me that, hey, I'm forgetting about him. Oh, it's okay, Tico. Yeah. Big scritchies. Scritchies from the flock. Yeah. Look at you. Go after that feather. No. Yeah, that feather on top of his head's bugging me too, folks. But he's saying not right now. He does not want anybody touching it. You look like a porcupine. So Max has never been a huge fan of anybody touching the top of his head. And that means sometimes I do engage with him underneath his wings or on his back as I make an approach to his head, because he feels safer that way. And I just watch. If he starts getting a little too in the mood, I back right off. But this is sort of the way that he lets me start to approach the head. I have to gain some trust with his back first. Yeah, but I think that in his first home, he had some bad experiences with feathers on top of his head being pulled or something. But it definitely makes him nervous. And some days he's better about it than others. Like right now, he's saying he's really not sure, but that's okay. Tical, yeah. Oh, Tical, yeah. Some nice scritchies. Yeah. Tical's very good about the top of his head. Yeah. But with Tical, it's all about the approach too. Can't startle him. He has to know what you're doing, but he gives consent. Ah, is that good? Yeah. And of course, if you don't have the bird's consent and you do something they really don't like, they've got the sharp black pointy bits to enforce their opinions. Anybody who's got birds knows all about those. Oh, I know, Max. No, do you want some more snackers? Max, would you like another piece of pasta? One more? Would you like one? And that was a definite no from Cal. But yeah, so they're in a pretty quiet mood today. Yeah, raising cane, plucking and biting off feathers can be a bit of a problem. Had one wing feather from Max. Max is in the middle of a molt right now, in case you didn't notice. But I had one wing feather that was definitely chewed, and I was looking at it. I think that he just decided to play with the feather after it came out, but you never quite know. Yeah, the flock becomes family. And Tico just climbed down to go and play. Yeah, no, we definitely do, Tango. We definitely do. Aditya, we definitely hope we can go back outside again soon. The weather has been very snowy and very cold for the last little while. My goodness, my goodness. Raising Keen is asking if we got Max's new hoodies yet. Sort of. We got them 2 weeks ago, but there's a problem with them. And we're having some difficulty reaching the manufacturer. There's a problem with the fit, and there's also a problem with their quality control, where something fell apart as soon as it was unboxed, which is not at all appropriate. So we've been trying to reach the company that made them. We're not very happy, but we were getting ghosted a bit. We've tried to escalate. We've asked for the owner to contact us. We've been told that owner is not well right now and can't respond at the moment. But I'm giving them a little bit more time before I start escalating, because I think that, company's got a really good reputation. Like, I would expect that this is not the normal with them, but I've heard from a few other people, and I've seen a few other people seem to have had issues like this recently too. So I'm going to give them a chance to respond before I do a review video. But with anything else, it's sometimes not about a company. Companies, you're always going to have an issue, but it's how the company deals with the issue that matters. Remember, a number of years ago, I took my motorcycle in for, I had a couple of things done, including I got them to put new tires on, and they scratched my aluminum rim. And I discovered it that evening, and I was furious. I was prepared for a fight. Took pictures, I contacted them, I was just bristling, and I contacted them the following morning, and I said, there's a problem, I have pictures. And the person said, oh, let me grab the manager and I'll let you talk to them. Manager got back to me in about 15 minutes and said, oh my goodness, we took a look at our equipment, we lost one of our felt protectors, and we just reached out to everybody else who had work done at our facility yesterday to see if we've created any other scratches. We want to make this right. You know what? All of a sudden, the scratch wasn't a big deal. I wasn't happy about it, but the way that they dealt with it was perfect. I mean, with an aluminum rim, it's kind of hard to do anything about the scratches. Scratch really wasn't that bad, but the fact that they took ownership really made the difference. So sometimes that's really what customer service is about. So we'll see what happens when the owner gets a hold of me. Quite happy if they can fix the problem and also address the sizing issue, because we measured. And if they've got measurements, we expect the hoodies to at least fit measurements. They sort of fit, but not perfectly. And it's easy to make something smaller, but not easy to make something larger. So yeah, so we'll see what happens with those. But we will do a video. But we really want to give the company behind them an opportunity to appropriately respond and see what they're willing to do. The one that's got damage, the person who does their social media said, "Oh, you can send it back to us." And I said, "Are you going to be covering the costs of mailing? Because I honestly don't think it's fair to ask me to cover shipping, especially not both directions. If there's a problem at that point, I might as well fix them myself." So yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, salt and pepper. It's really hard to lose pets and family members. I know with Connie, she lost Vasco, I'm going to say that was about 10 months ago. And it was really, really hard on her. Because, I mean, they're not just pets. It's anybody who owns parrots understands that they become a family member. I mean, Max, he's a toddler. He's not just a pet. So totally different from what you'd normally expect with a pet. Yeah, and we'll definitely see you tomorrow at Einstein's. Yeah. Oh, you are more than welcome, Anne Marie. We definitely try to do our best. I mean, we're here, we support the flock, we support each other, but it really is about community, and the community is not possible without everybody else in the, who joins us in the chats and the comments, etc. I know today's video is a little bit different. We just, really spent the hour talking a bit about Connie and focusing on that. But I think that was important. I mean, Connie would have been touched to know how much everybody thought of her and how much of a difference she made for so many of us. Oh, Raising Cane, absolutely. Cane, Sharon, we've had Tico since Tico was 6 months old, and Tico's now 27. So, I mean, just a lifetime. Oh, Angie, so glad that the community's here for you and brightening your day. Really, really important. But that's really what community's about. I mean, it's not just about one person. It's not just about one bird. It's about everybody who's here. Yeah, Sharon stepped in to be moderator. She thought it was just going to be temporary for a couple of weeks. So did we, Sharon. So did we. But, it's a role we can share between multiple people, and it's just really about having somebody around who can help out if we end up with a troll or if we have a problem. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. We all flock together, Sharon. We all flock together. Yeah, yeah. Well, everybody, I want to thank you for joining us today. I want to thank you for sharing your thoughts about Connie. Couple of reminders. If you want to send a physical card to her family, contact me and I'll pass along some information. You've got our email address. I'm just going to toss that here into the comments for a minute. If you're on Facebook, you can just use Facebook Messenger. But yeah, we know a lot of you were in close contact with Connie and want to say a proper goodbye. But yeah. But I'd like to thank everybody for their comments, for their super chats, for their support. Everybody who's sending the family cards, definitely appreciate that. I mean, I think it's so important just to show them how much of a difference Connie made and how loved she was. But yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. We'll be back to a regular stream next week. Bye-bye and bok, everybody. Aya says it well. Thank you for joining us, and I hope everybody has a great week. Just a reminder, give someone you love a hug. Give a favorite pet a scritchy, and use the good china. Bok, everybody.